Hi, Ethan. This is a review of your lesson on the practice chanter from January 20th, 2023. This was your first lesson, as you know, and one of the things that we are going to use for a while as a guide for your practicing at home is this diagram that has the holes that are supposed to be covered for each note. And in your lesson, we started with the highest note on the chanter, which again is high A. Then the next one down, which is high G, then F, and then E. And if you do those four notes, you've done the top hand notes of the chanter. So what I'd like you to do now, this will be the way you want to practice every day, is get your chanter ready. And remember, we're not worried about the bottom hand too much right now. Remember I said no death grip, right? We don't want to like squeeze it like this. Just kind of have that hand down here resting, like that. It's not a big deal right now. And then your top hand, which is going to be your left hand, right? You're going to make sure that the back hole on the chanter is covered with your thumb, right? And then the pointer, and then this one, and then just go ahead and get a feel for those holes. We didn't actually do that at the lesson. If this is too hard, that's okay. Just feel where they are. And then you remember we started on what? High A, right? High A. So here we are on high A, thumb is off, top two fingers are off. And we're going to blow just that. Go ahead and do that with me. All right, there's your high A. Then the next note down is high G, like this. Let's get your fingers like that. These guys are off. The thumb is on. And you bring your pointer finger down. It's almost like the pointer finger's trying to push through the chanter to meet the thumb, but it's a little lower, right? So it's right there. This is F. And then we bring the next finger down, which gives us E. So we're going to do this together. Let's start from high A. Get your fingers ready. If you need a little time, you can pause the video and then have it turn on when you're ready. We're going to start on high A, and we're going to go down to E. Nice and slow. Ready? Now, if that was too fast, we can do one of two things. I can play it slower, or you can actually slow down the playback speed on the video. Right now, I'm going to play it slower for you, just in case. Let's try it again. Ready? Your fingers are in the high A position. Again. There it is. Let's do that a couple more times. Starting on high A, going down to E. This time, when you play the note, I'd like you to say in your head to yourself, high A when you're playing high A, high G when you're playing high G, F when you're playing F, and E when you're playing E. Just do that in your mind. Ready? Match me. Okay, some of the things to remember if it's not feeling quite as comfortable as it did at the lesson is to remember that when you come from high A and then you go to high G, you want to make sure that thumb is on there nice and solid. And it's okay to take some time for that. Right now, if you want to pause the video and go back and try that on your own, that's just fine. What I'd like to do next is, if you're coming back to the video or you're just continuing, next we're going to do the same thing. But this time, when we get to E, then we're going to go back up to high A, just the way we came. This might take a little more concentration. You might need to pause the video and try it out on your own, but let's try it together. We're starting off the same way from high A, going down to E. Ready? Now we go back up. Stay in the E position. We're going to play the E and go back up. That's a little tricky. Let's try it again. Starting on high A, going down to E, back up to high A. Ready? High A position. Let's try that one more time. Starting on a high A. Again, if that's too fast, go ahead and slow down the playback speed on the video. And one of the things I really liked about what you did in your lesson today was you didn't take a breath in between each note. You kept blowing until you needed a breath, right? And that's great. So you want to keep that up, right? You don't have to take a breath for each note separately. So keep up the good work, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.